All right, so we're here with One-Eyed Doll, and you have a creepy story about your recording of the album Dirty.
Yeah, well, we recorded the album Dirty in an old church in Weed, California. It was at Sylvia Massey's studio, but she actually owned several buildings throughout the town, and she had studios in all of them. So.
And we lived in this church that was turned into a studio for a while there, and because we had daytime sessions that were on the clock with Sylvia, but after hours we got her permission to just record stuff on her own, and sometimes a couple interns would come over and, you know, help us out, but, you know, Jason can pretty much handle a studio on his own, so we did all these after hours recordings in the middle of the night, and that's where the album Dirty came from. So there's the setting.
Yeah, so we're you know, we had heard all of these kind of stories that the interns and Sylvia herself had told, because, you know, she had the morgue and she had, you know.
Yeah, we stayed in the morgue for a while.
Yeah.
Old buildings, like back in the day it was the morgue.
Right. Yeah, it wasn't a morgue.
And the old theater, you know, there would be ghost hunters that would come through there.
We did the Ouija board and stuff. So, but one of the stories was they would say that in this church, every once in a while you can hear a baby crying.
Yeah, but there aren't any babies anywhere nearby. Like, there's no neighbors with babies or anything like that.
And Kimberly actually wrote a song called Weed that's on our album Dirty about all of these stories people were telling, you know, kind of paranormal stories, and that's what the song is about.
And some of our own experiences there too.
Yeah, and while we were tracking that song, it was clear as day there was a baby crying, and we were like, what is that? And our engineer, who had been there for a while, you know, he was at it. He was just like, you know what? He heard it too, and he was just like, you know what? I'm not. You guys can finish up. I'm at it. I'm going.
Well, he let it go for a while. Yeah. He tried to.
He's like, did you hear that? And we're like, yeah, we did hear that. Whoa, there's a baby crying.
And he's like, are you messing with me? Are you messing with me? Is that a recording? Like,
yeah, like,
and we're like, no, man, it's this, no.
Yeah.
But that kind of stuff used to happen all the time back at Nebulost, and I just thought it was cool. It was very inspirational for me.
That's our studio.
I loved it, you know.
That's a different studio that I had back in Austin.
More inspiration, you know. But he freaked out and left the sessions.
So we finished it ourselves, you know. But if you hear the song Weed,
you
know, that's really what that song is about, and you can hear it in the lyrics.
Yeah,
and it was a special inspiration for
that song.
Yeah,
while we were recording that, that was going on. So I don't think any of it slipped into the tracks or anything. That would have been cool. We should have tried to mic it. And put it in.
Well, it was just random. It'll happen you know, once an hour. You know, every once in a while you'd hear something so you couldn't really just.
We would have had to just leave for a while.
We're on studio time, which is very expensive. So we're like.
Well, but that was after hours. That wasn't. Yeah. We weren't. Well, the hour.
We still wanted to, you know, make the most of our time, and
I don't know. But anyway, we didn't record the babies crying. We should have recorded the baby crying.
Yeah.
But awesome. It's in the essence of the song for sure. So it's the song is called Weed, and it's on the Dirty album. It's a mellow banjo thing. Mr. Swimmy Socks played banjo on that.
Yeah.
So all the references are a lot of the ghost stories that were around all the studios and things that had happened. So you can decode that, and now when you hear the children screaming part, you know what that's about.
Nice. Thank you.